and welcome back to the world of Arklands and to Mai's Academy. Special shout out to our Academy sponsors on Patreon, Jean, Grant, Ian, and Ditzy. Check out our Patreon for behind-the-scenes content, bonus, and whatever else we decide to put up there.
Shenanigans, perhaps.
Shenanigans.
Blech.
When we last left our heroes in training, they were able to celebrate Crow's birthday. Amy, why don't you?
They celebrate. Sorry, I was looking up. It was overhead projector is what it was called.
So what happened last session?
So what happened last session is I did not take any notes down, but
it wasn't really noteworthy.
I mean, everything's noteworthy. I'm the note taker.
Then you failed! You failed at your job!
Yeah, I'll write it all down on Sunday. Test my memory. But it was Crow's birthday, and well, before we got to that, Cass made dinner for everyone.
Yep.
And went around and talked to each individual person and checked in with them. Was like, hey, how you doing? And for the most part, it was okay. Then we had dinner, and then Ari went and got Crow a rock. And Crow celebrated her birthday, and we had a good time. And the guys realized it was Crow's birthday, and so they went shopping. And they also took a mini trip up to Port Seether for the weekend, and got their gold, their gems exchanged for lots of gold. And Elle got a nice suit.
He did. He got a very nice suit.
And then they came back, celebrated Crow's birthday. And then we all went out to the riverbed for a nice dinner and got drunk.
Crow's fine.
And
a little tipsy, but that's it. She can hold her liquor.
Elle had a great conversation with himself.
Himself and his new imaginary friend, Paul.
All right. And
Paul's a great guy.
Grave gave Crow a tattoo before they got drunk, which was important.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Not
important,
get a drunk tattoo.
Tattoo specifically.
Cass
It was a
had
conscious
a
bad
decent
decision,
time,
yes.
but was definitely drunk. And Ari was drunk and didn't have a great time because Miriam Shine makes her sad. And then Musa brought them all back to their dorms, and that was pretty much it.
Yep.
Yep.
Welcome back. So, with the roles having been done for the rest of the semester already,
Yes.
unless there's anything that you would want to do during that time,
No.
which I don't think so.
Submission time?
It is break time.
Oh, break time.
The week off.
Yep.
Is it week or 2 weeks?
It is 1 week.
Okay.
It is your midterm break before the final quarter of your first year.
Oh my gosh, we're almost done, guys.
This is the equivalent of spring break, even though it is in the middle of fall.
Have we leveled up yet?
No.
Okay, just checking. We did go on a mission.
You did.
Yeah.
But,
Just checking.
yeah. You got the... Yeah. You'll get the level up at the end of the year.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Level 6. Oh. Okay.
Making you earn it.
Yeah!
Hey, it's meant that each level has meant all that much more.
What episode are we on?
50.
Almost 50.
Yeah, cut in half. These
This
are
is
2 hour on
49.
average.
No, this is 50.
It is?
Last session was 49. Unless I have my numbers wrong, which is very possible.
I think the last episode I've edited was 47.
I can
Okay.
just check.
It's
have
fine.
a
I
YouTube
don't
So that would mean that this is
Yeah.
49.
I have not made the assets for in episode 48. So
Yes.
Okay.
So this is episode
Firewatch. The number is...
We'll figure it out later. We'll figure it out
Anyways,
later.
yes, please.
Yeah.
Honey.
Is
Ryan has to
episode
go to bed.
47.
Yep.
So this is episode
49.
49.
Cool.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Yeah.
And we're
That's
back.
No, that's all staying in.
Dang it.
Yeah, I'm getting lazier, guys.
That's fine. Okay, so in order of people who I know for sure know what they're doing, Ari.
So, Ari remembers what she said the night of Crow's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And having struggled quite a bit during her last athletics class, I think, because she was sort of still going back and forth on whether or not she could go back to the Concord, but was very much leaning towards not going back and was just nervous about that in general. And nervous about what the realization she had when she was intoxicated. She failed her athletics exam.
Yep.
And is like, I cannot face Dalian having failed a class. That is unacceptable. So she goes to Musa during his, either his office. He doesn't have office hours. He doesn't have an office because he's a guard.
Yeah, you're able to find him.
Yeah. She goes and tracks him down. Mr. Musa. I was wondering if it was possible for me to retake my exam. Or possibly receive some extra tutoring. I don't want to make excuses for why I failed it. But my head was not in the right space, and I'd like to continue to try, and if it's not possible, I understand, and I will retake your class this upcoming.
Midterm. The break. Do some training throughout the week. You can try again.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate your leniency.
Not a man of many words.
Nope. Ari goes and hits up the training grounds, whatever that
Go
looks
ahead
like.
and make, over the course of the week, say 3 athletics checks.
All right. That's 6. 10.
And I will say, because these are one-on-one, you would have advantage.
Okay, so
He
10.
is giving you specific training.
Yes.
A 6.
2 and a 6. Oh, honey.
And a 13.
Okay.
So not great, but...
Yep. And then the exam, where you have an additional +2.
Okay,
You would still have advantage.
all right. $18 plus 2 is a flat 20.
Flat 20. You don't have the opportunity to ace it because
Yep, that's fine.
because you're making it up, but you can give yourself an additional +1 to your athletics.
Yay!
And I put the things in your inventory so you can you can equip them to give yourself the bonus.
Rather than equipping them and then filling up my inventory, can I just add it to the individual stat?
You can, but it will. I prefer doing it this way because if you make an alteration, it always has that little star next to it saying that it's been altered, and I don't like that on my
That's fair.
sheet.
Yeah, no, I get that.
It
Is there a way that you
irritates
can
me.
add them
For mine, it
to?
would change it to blue marks.
Yeah, that's
Blue
the
numbers.
little
You can add it to a separate
You can
Add it to like a
inventory.
bag.
Yeah. And then equip it that way. That way you can have a bag titled
Yeah, see, my number just turns blue.
class
School,
updates or
yeah.
class upgrade, school. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah. No,
but
it's
you
not a
could
bad
you
idea.
can keep it separated like that.
We'll figure it out.
Keep it
Yep.
nice and organized.
Yes, but
All right. Well done.
So that's how Aries spends her entire week.
cool. I think like he takes you down to Eric's, and Misty and the kids like watch from time to time as he like has you in the courtyard in front of, because he's off duty for the most part, so he's spending time at the riverbed. So there's the whole plaza in front of the riverbed, and that's where you're doing, you're doing laps around it. You're doing the like, what is it, burpees? That's the push up and then the jump up.
Those.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
He's making her climb all the way up to the light cloud and all the way down.
Yep.
Find giant stairs and run up them at the end.
The light lab is the.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. How harsh is he with her when she doesn't do well that one time?
Ooh.
Is it like run a couple extra laps or
Is it a talk down?
yeah.
He's not a talkative one though.
Rolled a 6.
Not as bad as it could be.
Yeah,
Not
he's
great.
not the type to like.
Or is it more like, all right, try it again?
I feel like it's a thing of she pushed herself really, really hard and like
Burned out.
burned out.
Yeah,
And
which is
so
how
he basically like you're picking up a kitten, picked her up by the scruff, and just went, "You're done for the day. Let's go."
yeah,
And
which
that's
is,
literally all he said.
which is how she was throughout most of his class, where she was pushing herself way too hard, which is why she wasn't doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the next day he would talk about how part of improvement is, and I'm blanking on the word, but he would too.
Knowing your limits.
Is yeah, what's the, like, not compartmental, but like
Capability?
no, like measuring out and like portioning your energy. If you put 150 into one thing, then you only have 50 to put into the next thing. You have to like actually
distribute.
Distribution. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, part of improvement is distribution. If you push yourself all the time, you just end up with nothing. And none of the improvements can stick. Push yourself the right amount, which is not all the way. And when you do push past your limits, don't try and push again the next time. So, who else knows what they want to do?
I do.
All right. What is Elle doing over your fall break?
Elle's going home.
Yep.
He's gonna go home.
You're taken home, no problem at all. You're actually taken home with one of the bigger ships that brought you to Mize Academy in the first place.
Okay.
It's a bus.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, you spend the week with Dio.
So, Al would like to try and forge a new protean weapon while he's at home
Okay.
over the week. Actually, it's not a weapon. It is a tool that he's going to try and make.
Out of what material? I know you said protean, but where is he getting the material from?
He would...
Is he trying to reforge Rose's weapon?
No.
Didn't think so.
He's making his own. Mm-hmm. He would use the money from the gems to purchase the highest quality from the guild.
So you are trying to get protean iron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Protein.
Protean.
Let me...
Protein?
Protein.
Makes a
Protein
sauce
iron?
pan.
Got it.
Iron is good for
Yes! Yes!
Okay, so Senshi.
Be great. He's not
Okay.
making that.
Okay.
For enough for you to work with to craft an item, I would say at the very least is 4,000 gold.
Did you ask Kat for some money before you left?
El knew what he was doing, so yeah,
Okay.
he would have taken around... What did I have at the beginning? The 40,000 initially? I don't think he would take all of that. He would have taken around 10 to 15,000 back home with him.
Are you going to keep that? Or okay, I just need to know how much to remove from my inventory.
Yep.
So subtract 15k.
Yes.
So that's
You guys are making me do math.
So you had 15
Playing
start,
D&D.
minus 6, minus 15.
Mandatory.
I got it, but no, I've had to subtract a lot of other things. So
So one of the things is...
And you do have proficiency with smith's tools.
Yes. Yes, he does. So the objective here, and he's asking for Dio's help,
Oh yeah.
because he is not forging a weapon. He's forging a tool.
It would only be 2,000.
Okay. I'm cool with that. I will
What tool are you making?
Cobbler's tools.
Yeah.
Making shoes.
It's not actual like tools. Kind of is. I want the protean weapon to transform between a horn and a scythe.
A horn?
A scythe or a sickle?
A scythe, the two-handed one.
Okay. It's gonna take more than a week to make that.
How would it transform
Okay.
to a horn?
Hmm?
Would it become a horn? Like an
I don't.
instrument?
Yes. I don't know the magical capabilities of fictional metals like this.
Okay, when you say a horn, are you like? Is it just like a
Yes.
one tube? Okay.
Yes. It's Boromir's horn, basically.
Yeah. Doesn't Ella have a violin?
Yes.
He does, but he doesn't use that as much.
People can know more than one
I know.
instrument.
I'm just saying. He was.
The violin is not going anywhere. It's the beautiful bluish white one with the.
You could
The crystal
exchange
rose
the
on it.
bow on it for
Ah.
make that protean and make it extend into the
Well,
scythe.
he's proficient with.
Oh, that could be a
horns, so-
cool sword.
Yeah.
You just fiddle it along. Oh, you want to mug me? Huzzah, sir!
What are you thinking?
Okay. There's a way to make it work.
Okay.
I will say
Because why
for this starting one.
Why can't protein be used to make a
No,
tool?
it can.
Okay.
It can. The issue is not was not that as much. It was just like clarity. I think without now, Dio is helping you,
Yeah.
but Dio would certainly recommend, especially since this is your first time making a weapon, especially a weapon such as this, that you start with something that essentially you are proficient in.
So start with the sickle.
It's more similar in size, is a simpler weapon overall, and since you are proficient with it, you know like what the balancing is supposed to be, how like you have a general sense of how it's used, and that means that you have more information on how to craft it.
Okay.
That makes sense.
And what I will say is that you can get it started. It probably will not be. It per the rules. It takes 50 days to craft a rare magic item, which is what I'm estimating that this would be.
Okay.
That's not set in stone. That is just the
No, it's set
where I'm
metal.
setting it at the. Very close.
It's a very fine line I've got there.
But while you do the primary work and the planning, Dio can essentially finish it as you return to the school, or you can take it with you and continue working on it throughout the semester.
I'd rather
during
do
your
that.
off
I'd rather
time.
take it with me.
Okay. Yeah.
So get it started, get it planned out,
Yeah.
do all of that fun stuff, and then take it with me back
Yep.
over the course of the rest of the semester. Quarter.
Yep. And
You're so paranoid now. It's okay.
Yeah.
Something
I've already
we
thought
got it.
through like 6 different ways I can fix it.
Yeah.
I can draw an animatic.
I kind of want to.
Go for it.
I'm trying to do math.
It's not going to be professional, just saying.
Oh, it's fine. Sketches would be
It's
hilarious.
it's funnier when it's not.
Yeah.
It's like the Minecraft cartoon
Oh, yeah.
that I drew.
I loved
Just
that.
little MS Paint.
That was the best part of the whole
Drunk.
It was.
Like
It was
a
very
scene
funny.
for each.
You would have it in time for the final mission.
Yes, let's go. Can I set the ruby in it and make it a focus?
I think part of the bonus is you wouldn't need to. As
Really?
a bard, a musical instrument is your focus.
That's true.
Being protean iron, it is both things.
Yeah.
So, you are beginning the process of crafting that.
Okay. Yep. I like it.
And the way that it works essentially is that you have the curved blade that expands, and that is the curve of the horn.
Oh, that's sick.
And the handle kind of folds into it as it.
That's so cool.
So yeah, you basically.
Kiera, can we draw this?
What?
That's the appropriate response.
What?
Pay attention, real quick. It's
He
really
has a cool weapon.
It's a very cool weapon.
Whoa.
He will, in 50 days,
Yep.
have a sickle, like a crescent moon type thing, that he can fold the handle into and expand the blade into a curved horn.
Okay.
And
Yep.
exactly. And and Ryan wants you to draw it.
I can draw that. I'm going to hopefully make new character art for year 2. So I can add it to that.
Yes, let's do
Yep.
it.
Because I don't want to edit the files. It's a lot of work.
No, it's
That's
fine.
so
Just make a
valid.
new thing.
Oh, heck
Yep.
yeah. This will be
So,
awesome.
yeah.
a new
You don't.
character.
I don't think you even technically have to make a check. Characters
I still have one
can
inspiration.
combine their efforts to shorten the crafting time. Divide the time you need to create an item by the number of characters working on it. So actually, you
If
could aim
Dio's
even shorter.
helping.
If Dio's shorting, if
You
Shorting.
shorting? You shorting.
He's shortening it by a week.
if Dio is helping, he is shortening it by 1 week, which means you have it in time for mission 6.
Oh, that's so sweet. Let's go.
Yep. So mission 5 and missions 6 and 7 are the ones where your teachers from your house and your house leaders will be assessing.
Okay.
They're kind of the end of year exam type things.
Okay.
Got it.
So yeah, cool. That's what
Thank you.
Elle spends his week
I
on.
like it.
Very nice. You can mark off by the end of that 14 days spent out of the 50.
All right.
If you left it with Dio to finish it, he could get help and get it done faster.
Faster.
But if you want to do it on your own, which is Dio does encourage you to do.
Yeah. I'm still able to get it by
Yeah.
mission 5. 6.
Yeah, because we got it like
That's fine.
right at the end of mission 6, so it being reduced by a week, you should be good to go.
Sounds
Caspian, what are you doing?
So, I have to admit, this is going to be super boring, but this is 100% in character. Cass needs a vacation. He's going to go home and do nothing. He's going to maybe do a
Absolutely.
little shopping.
He's gonna
He's
play
gonna-
fetch with Sebi.
Yeah.
That
He's
is
gonna-
so valid.
He's
God, I
gonna
wish I
chill
could
in
do
his
that.
garden. And he's just gonna have a good time. Just being like, ah, yes, bliss. And that's
Roll
that's
initiative.
it.
Yes.
With the dog.
Yeah, that's all Cass is gonna do. He's just gonna recuperate.
Death shows up. He knows where you live.
He does.
Death shows up at the door again. He's gonna get a very different welcome. There are new safety measures in place.
That is true. Yeah, you spend your week relaxing. It is wonderful.
Go to the spa.
And Crow.
To pick up the
Crow.
suits now that they're done.
He will bring back a super pro.
Yes.
Crow is going to grab Grave and ask to go fishing with him. And she's going to be hyper fixated on this for the next several days, and she expects him to join her as she goes fishing in the fjord.
Fishing in the fjord.
We gotta start with fishing equipment.
He
Alright.
needs to take
All right.
At least one day of the week, go with her.
he will spend the majority of the week. He has to take 2 days to take care of. He
Travel
still
and-
does work as a doctor.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And there's
But it's a, hey, are you free? You wanna go with me?
yes. You pass by Aerie doing
Yes.
doing.
Everybody that's kung fu fighting.
She's like, there's like a large hole.
Musa just takes takes a log and places it upright in the center
And
of
there's
the
like
plaza.
I feel like he has a bell or something at the top, and Ari has to like kick it.
Yeah.
Or would that be acrobatics?
Oh no, it's not a kick thing. It's a Mulan thing
Oh,
where you have to
climbing
climb
it?
it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yep.
Excellent.
He absolutely does give you like weighted bracers and
Nice.
things for your exercises.
Yeah. Ari
This poor girl. You will run by like, oh, Ari. I'm so sorry.
Ari notably leaves the bracers
Ari's-
that Elle gave her in her room. Like locked in like a chest.
Aries actually sweating? I didn't know elves could do that.
She's glistening.
There's one more too.
She's glittering like the stars.
Yes.
All right, Edward Cullen.
Like fresh fallen snow.
She's very pale.
Yeah.
It's literally the name of the subrace.
Yeah.
But
Fishing.
yeah, you guys fish. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Yeah, sure.
Well, Mize Academy is now officially an MMO.
God, that would be
15.
awesome.
That'd be cool.
One day.
15. It's shockingly successful.
Nice.
There's
Please
like
don't build this as an MMO. It needs to be an RPG. Sorry, go
Uh,
ahead.
the two are not exclusive.
It'll be a number of things when one day we eventually build a game.
Yeah, but you are able to is it catch and release or
I think there's some catch and release,
do
but
the
near the
second
end
one
of the
there?
day, if she
No.
gets a especially big one, she's like, "Oh, I gotta cook this up."
all right, yeah.
But it's,
You get
it's
like
more
a-
about the relaxing
get
experience.
one that's like not really enough for dinner,
Mm-hmm.
but enough to like complement whatever else you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
And but Grave absolutely helps you.
Decorative.
Roll a d10.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my gosh.
6. Did you find a list?
4, 5, 6.
You caught an illish. I don't know what kind of
What
fish that
is
is.
an
It's
Did you
it's a fish. It's a
you
fish
just-
found near Saudi Arabia.
Oh
I just googled it.
my gosh.
Yeah, sure.
Alternatively,
Hold on.
you
Is it
could
freshwater
catch.
or saltwater? That's the important question. This is freshwater.
This is freshwater.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm agreeing that
Yes. Okay.
the
I mean, they're
The-
probably
the fjord.
mostly saltwater.
Yeah.
But they can be whatever we want in this.
It's fantasy. It's a freshwater equivalent. It can be in freshwater.
with it in
So-
marine and freshwater. It is a freshwater
all right,
fish.
cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
And honestly,
That's my contribution
Persian
to this
Gulf,
episode.
That's not far off. You're between
Yeah.
Vala and Eris. That's relatively speaking.
Pretty middle ground.
That would be the type of terrain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Neat. So there you go.
I know
Nice.
my
Cotton
Arklands
Illish.
geography.
Geography.
I really don't.
Yeah. I was about to say. I didn't think so.
I knew
That's that skill in
much.
jeopardy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is apparently related to the herring.
Makes sense.
Herring.
But it's not red.
No.
What about the wahoo?
Wahoo!
That's apparently another fish. That's just its name. The
Yeah.
wahoo.
It's
Yeah.
wahoo.
Wahoo!
That's it.
They're
I've
from
heard of
I
that.
think I learned that from Animal Crossing.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But yes.
Bottle.
Okay. So
Yes.
your week is spent
Chilling.
relatively relaxing, even for all of even Ari. I
I mean,
feel
I
like
think
it's
she-
meditative.
Yeah. She gets into the groove of it.
A successful break all
For
around.
once.
Peaceful. You got things accomplished. You enjoyed yourselves.
Began projects.
Very nice.
That is my
Nicely done. And then back to school.
Oh, gross.
So,
School.
what classes are the four of you going to take for your fourth and final quarter of the school year?
Ladies first, Kiera.
No, I don't know yet.
Hurry up, choose.
Stop.
Go.
You know which one you're doing.
Yeah,
you
I know.
start.
Okay. Elle is going to enroll in Idris's course. He's going to go and take an Arcana class.
Take Arcana.
Much
All right.
to every other student's chagrin.
And
who
what
shows
is
up
your
there.
current bonus to Arcana?
-1?
-1. You have a DC of
It would be a
9.
-2. Oh,
Bard, baby.
So,
Yeah.
Let's
okay.
go.
Efficiency.
Your classmates for this are not like the more
Really?
intellectual crowd.
Oh, good. Maybe I'll
They're more
actually...
like you.
Yay! Stupid.
It is no, not King.
God,
it
if King
is,
was in that class, it would be such a problem.
Aaron, the
Yeah.
fairy barbarian.
Yeah?
That's on Trix's team, Scarlet's team. Azukar, the lizard folk bard.
Yep.
Hope,
Okay.
from her team,
Hope from Hope's team, yes.
and Guardian.
Oh, Guardian's here! Let's go!
Nice.
Yeah.
I know all these people. It's great.
Yeah. It is probably going to be a fun time. All right. Ari.
I am debating religion.
Okay.
Why?
I think Ari wants to try and connect more with Eroi directly. And
Bypass the middleman.
if there is a way to have, I know we discussed this at one point, being able to use wisdom instead of intelligence for religion.
Ooh.
Is that still on the table or no?
It is not something you can do at the moment.
Okay.
It is something that could become available to you down the line.
But
Yeah,
if you
but
jump
I
into
think-
religion now and get that +1, and
Yeah.
it switches over, it'll
I
be
think
higher.
she's
Not a bad
taking
idea.
a course that it was never forbidden that she take it when she was at the Concord, but it was certainly something that
It was not encouraged.
not encouraged, and so I think it's sort of her first act of rebellion.
Okay.
Is taking
What is your current bonus to religion?
+2.
+2. DC of 12. In your class is Phasmos, the Topaz Dragonborn, Bodhi, Granite, and Syad.
Oh, it's a good
Also,
group.
people that you guys all have had at least passing interactions with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at
They were
this
on our
point,
team.
we've interacted with like all of them.
We have. We've
Either
interacted with
we've
every
fought
student.
alongside them, or we've just fought them.
Yep.
One of the
That is
two.
true.
Most of them,
Yep.
Yep. All right. And Caspian.
Cast will do perception.
Oh.
Perception.
Wants to learn to be more alert.
And what is your current bonus?
+1.
+1.
Oh,
DC
who's
11.
teaching religion?
Religion is taught by morning.
Oh, nice.
Why did I know that?
I might have taken it.
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perception.
I did take it.
Confirmation. Cool. Taught by Renaissance.
Okay.
Millicent
Okay.
is in the class.
Nice.
King.
Oh, you get him.
Ronan and Rook.
Okay.
Both from Syad's team.
Nice.
Yep. All right.
like
Honestly,
Ronan.
I think of all of them, Cass is like most buddy with King.
That is
at this
actually
point,
kind
that
of
is
true.
Yeah.
extremely
Comes up,
valid.
he's like, "Oh, King, what's up? How are you doing?" Oh my
Good
gosh, I
luck.
can't believe I said "what's up." I'm around so many.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
I know you don't, and most people don't. It's very unbecoming of me.
Says
As
who?
somebody says me.
Why? Is it unbecoming when someone else says it?
No.
Then why is it unbecoming when you say it?
You're in trouble. You get a whole
I
clue this
am
kid.
often surrounded by people who would find it to be improper.
Are those people here now?
Probably none, honestly.
Then why does it
No.
matter?
Well, when I go back home,
Then just don't use it when you're home.
it's going to be a hard habit break.
Then maybe it's not worth breaking. Just saying.
You have some strange but difficult to argue logic, you strange little man.
I'm the best.
Maybe not the best, but you're up there.
Oh, I'm the best.
Bless you again.
Thanks.
Not gonna say it. Not gonna say it.
And Crow.
I think Crow's gonna take a stealth class. She
Okay.
wants to be a little lighter on her feet. She's kind of clumsy, tripping over herself quite a bit.
Get them stealth
It's
wings.
time to clean up a little bit.
Abandon her
Okay.
party without us
And what is your
hearing.
current
Yep.
bonus?
+1.
+1, DC of 11.
Get up to mischief.
This
What was your
class
bonus?
is
+2.
taught by Makir,
Cute.
one of the guardians of the school.
Okay.
She's already that's just
And
intelligence.
there you do have 2 classmates, Osei
Okay.
and Kievo.
Nice.
Kievo has a -1 and disadvantage and wants to negate that -1.
Yeah, fair.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Yep.
Good luck, Kievo.
Those the only classmates?
Yep.
Fair.
Wow.
I play a lot of hide and seek.
I've got 3 negative skills.
I have
I have 4. Wait,
4.
no, 3.
I have
Just
4.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of intelligence skills.
5 negatives.
Wow.
Don't ask me to do anything intelligence based.
Yep.
And I'm in that class. I'm in trouble.
Well, at least it's a low DC for
This
you.
is true.
It's still a 10.
It's still a 50-50 shot.
That's true.
All right. So,
Oh boy.
you have. Let me just double check real quick. You guys are in the 2nd week of Mission 5, which means that you have 2 weeks to roll for.
Okay.
Got it.
There's just a flat roll, right?
Yeah, I mean you're adding your stealth
Yes.
bonus. Yeah. If you decide to get together and try to, get a study group or assistance with your classmates, you can get advantage on things. You can.
That's good to know.
Elle is
you should do
100% going to talk,
Yeah.
especially to Guardian, pump
yeah.
everyone up and be like, let's get together at some point on the weekend. It'll be a good time.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask Rogue for some advice. Sorry. Yeah, Rogue. That's
Rogue. Okay. Rogue does have her own class that she
Yeah.
has to focus on.
Okay, so it has to specifically be
If you want,
classmates.
that is who it won't cost to help you.
Okay.
Because you're essentially all giving each other the help action. Yeah.
What can I barter?
I mean, if they help you, you help them.
Yeah.
Is the
What's Rogue taking? She need help?
you owe me a favor.
Sure. If you wanna.
All right, here's some tips,
Special
and she
favor,
can
I
give
have
you
money.
advantage for the first week.
Cool.
Owing someone like that a favor is a dangerous game to
How
play.
dare you, thou two-net ones?
Do you want an inspiration?
I feel like the dice are telling a story.
And they really are.
I guess.
Crow will forever
Royal
remain
Heart
clumsy.
Yeah.
After hearing about your poor performance, she is going to help you during week 2.
Okay.
Without.
She's like, oh man, this child really does need my
You have
help.
advantage.
I do. That's right. A little better. 8.
Total.
Uh-huh.
So still a fail, but not a crit fail.
Yeah.
Yup.
All right. Ari is actually going to approach Bodhi.
Okay.
How would you feel about forming a study group with our class?
I love that idea. I would be happy to host it.
That would be fantastic. I can bring tea.
Granite kind of leans in. Yeah, I'm mostly doing this for him. So he promised to help me. So I don't think it's going to be any downside to help you as well. So it sounds like a fun time.
All right.
Let's do it. Yes, so you guys feel like the entire...
Yeah, Syad joins in.
Yep. And Phasmos. Phasmos is very quiet, but does join.
Yeah. Ari brings tea.
Yep.
All right. Whew, glad I have that advantage. That's a 19 on the die, plus 2. So 21. And a natural 20.
Wow.
And another
Nice.
1. So
Jiminy
Wow.
crickets.
we're going to
All
set
right.
that this aside. Yeah. So natural 20 and 21.
Just so you know, the cost per se, Rogue is going to have disadvantage on her check for her classes for those
okay.
first 2 weeks because
Wow.
she spends the time helping you.
Well, thanks. Does the nat 1 mean 2 fails?
Yes, it does. So you currently
Have 3.
have a no. So it's not 3 fails necessarily. It's a fail is a 0.
There's a neutral.
Yeah.
So she has a -1.
You currently have a -1.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So with the natural 20, does that mean I have 3 successes?
Yes. You have a +3 at the moment.
Wow.
There it is. All right, Caspian.
2 passes.
Nice.
Oh.
Are you working with anyone, or
I rolled before you said that, so no, he's not.
I told you about it earlier tonight?
I did not remember, or I was not present for that. I was going back and forth a lot, cooking and stuff like that. So
That is fair. Oh, so what, as we were sitting down. Anyway,
Was it? I don't know.
L.
So past the first week,
All right.
natural 20 the second week.
All right.
Hey.
Nice.
The one that got away, my man,
Nice.
he returns.
Very.
The return of the king.
No, he's in your class.
Back to you at the turn of the tide.
Let's go. Put that. Elle is just having a good time with all the other people in the class, getting the study group
He's
together.
just
Actually,
go lucky.
no. This is the first time Elle has actually been like super focused on school,
Wow.
and he like people are.
He's nerding out.
He kind of is.
You and Azukar work together to create like sing-song mnemonics to help remember things.
Yes, that's exactly what we use. The power of song to memorize.
I'm sure
them.
there's a song for like the periodic table.
Exactly. It's stuff like that.
Yep.
That's amazing.
All the dumb kids are actually doing great.
It helps that Guardian is not unintelligent. He just wanted to kind of bolster.
Yeah.
So he's definitely
great.
the most proficient there.
So he's acting as kind of like the tutor. We have such a good group. It's
Yeah.
I love it.
There might be like a inspiration that could be used.
I found out I do have 1 inspiration.
All right.
I told you
use
you
it?
could have my inspiration if you wanted it.
Well, we said the story dice.
Well, yeah,
We did.
For
It's
the
entirely
first
up
one.
to you.
Like it's a rare occasion that if you roll 2 nat ones
Yeah.
with advantage, but
Alright.
for the second one,
The second one. Let's see. 1 more. Natural 20.
there you go.
Let's go.
Interesting.
Sorry, buddy.
All right.
So
That's
you
okay.
have a
I've got.
cumulative +1.
Yeah, I've got a +2, so I'm happy.
Yep. +1, +2, +3, +3.
Whoa.
It's okay, buddy. That's me on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I swear, I struggle more and more to speak every day.
Yeah.
Did you get that looked at?
Probably.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
how long?
We're at about an hour.
At about an hour. This might be a very short episode.
Anything else we can do?
I mean, the next thing that I have in is the start of the next mission.
Which is, remind me what that mission is.
This one is. I originally was fairly certain that I knew which one y'all would pick. But as I've reminded myself of all the different options, there's multiple on here.
Okay.
So this is not
pick
the one with our teachers.
That's 6 and 7.
This
Okay.
So this is
one
number
more-
5.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
mission
one
5.
more like.
This is your last normal mission.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
let's actually do the beginning of the mission. I think that's a good way to.
Well, depends which one is.
Well, yeah.
done,
let's-
because
let's-
Yeah.
At the
because-
very
figure it
least,
out.
we can pick.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we can
What
move
are
from
our
there.
We
options,
can play on
good
our
DM,
options.
sir?
This is a ritual that you are all very familiar with at this point. The other 5 teams were called to do their missions the previous week, and so Naira, Team B, Akar, Team A and B, and Sarada, Team A and B, are doing yours in the second week. The 5 teachers that are presented, that are each leading a mission, are Bakara, Silver, Grave, Adi, and Idris. Bakara has been asked by a local ruler in the city of Yukasim, which is in Almasatar, in Vala, to retrieve a stolen item hidden in a dungeon.
Nice.
Silver has been tasked by a respected elder from Port Seether.
Oh. Which one? Does it? Do we get to know?
You do
or
not
is
get
it-
to know.
Okay.
To retrieve an object stolen from a caravan, very similar to your previous mission.
Okay.
For Grave, he's been asked by a retired adventurer to locate a site of interest in the Zerk Mountains in Daikun. Adi essentially has a bounty mission where you have to track down and slay a monster. Asked for this by a merchant in near Atramentum in Eastern Mire. And Idris is tasked with discovering the nature and origin of a strange phenomenon on a isolated island in the Mirian Ocean. Asked by a temple official.
Which temple?
You don't know?
Do we know anything about the strange phenomenon?
Nope.
Nothing. What about the monster that...
Nope.
Nothing. So we know nothing about that monster specifically either. That's dumb. What are we fighting?
We're not doing
Find
that
out.
one.
No.
You don't want to fight it?
Crow doesn't like dogs, and Adi is a giant wolf. She's like, no, we can't do that.
I think either going to
Crow passing up a fight.
the ocean
It's not the fight,
to
I
track
just-
down the strange
it's
phenomenon, or we could go to Almasatar.
Port Seether is also an option on the table.
Massatar is not the best place to go in the world, I can tell you that much.
But you've got someone you want to visit there, don't you?
Specifically in Mazdaran.
It's the capital. That's different.
This is not that city. I am pulling up to see how far away it is from that.
But perhaps something like that would be best if we made a dedicated trip instead of trying to fit that in with a mission.
Or if we went after a mission.
Well, I mean, if Grave takes us, we can go literally at any time that we want.
I wouldn't count on it being a one-day thing.
And if we have extra time with the mission,
Maybe. We'll see.
we could take care
What
of it.
are other
while we're there.
options?
Either that, or I vote going to
Mystery Island.
the Mirian Ocean. Always want to go there.
Is it cold?
This time of year, it'll be a little chilly.
Yeah. Not as cold as Daikun.
True. We're not doing Daikun again. That was too cold.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, Yukasim is roughly halfway down the river, so quite a distance from.
Yeah. And what was Silver's mission again?
To retrieve, very similar to your previous one, a caravan was attacked and something was stolen from it.
And that's the Port Seether one.
That's in Port Seether. You want to go rifle the entire city? It's massive.
Knowing that it's Port Seether, it was probably a ship that was attacked.
Well, to be fair, we could
We
have some resources there.
Yes. So,
Maybe. It's still a big city.
You may not even be in the city.
Elle, what do you think?
Exactly. Even harder.
It doesn't matter to me all that much which one we pick, but if I were to vote for one, it would be with Idris, going to the island. The strange phenomenon has me intrigued. That's it.
Sounds like trouble. I'm down.
Well, I mean, talk amongst yourselves. That's
Eri, you also wanted to go there.
That was one of my top choices. Between that, Almasatar, or working with silver is something that I've wanted to do for the majority of this year. Haven't really had much of a chance.
I wish I knew more about what this strange phenomenon was.
One way to find out.
Well, as much as I do like being able to go home, can't go home for every mission, so perhaps we'll do the one in Maya, in the Mirian Ocean. Check out this strange phenomenon.
Sure.
Right.
I want to touch it.
No, wait.
I'm surprised you didn't say to lick it.
I did actually consider that, but I don't know if it's like tangible enough to lick. I don't want to put my face in it first.
If it's not tangible enough to lick, then
Hand
how
first,
is it
if it's
possible to
safe,
touch?
then my tongue.
Yes, your tongue would be more of a loss than
follow
your
the
hand.
bases. Yeah.
Why are you so feral?
That's
What was that
such a
supposed to
good
mean?
word.
You literally were just talking about wanting to lick or bite things. That's... I don't know how else to describe that.
Have you considered where and how she was raised? Would that answer your question?
I don't know. Were you raised by wolves?
No, I don't like dogs. But I was raised feral.
Then the word I chose was accurate.
Okay.
He's not wrong.
Why are you giving me your labels? What does it mean to me? Why should I care?
It's the way that he describes you. And so that other people can understand it.
You can keep your opinion to yourself.
I appreciate that you no longer speak to him with malice in your voice.
It's no
That is a
worth
good
the
point.
effort.
This is a very good observation.
Can't take
Eddie.
him that seriously.
Alright, alright. Let's go. Let them know which
Speak
one we
with
want to
Idris.
pick. Yep, and Cass will go up to Idris.
Yeah. Ah! What a wonderful surprise.
Are you surprised?
Honestly, between Grave and your hometown being options, wasn't expecting it.
Hey, Teach.
Wait, Graver's teaching
Hello?
one of them?
Yes.
Yeah, Grave was going to Daikun. You didn't want to go there. We were
Poor
just
Brave.
there.
He's got to go right back.
There were additional factors that ruled them.
I am happy to have you.
Always wanted to go to the Mirian Ocean. There's lots of interesting things there.
Indeed. And especially here, this island is right on the edge of the maelstrom.
Oh.
Fun.
So do we have any information
necessarily recommend
about
flying.
this strange phenomenon?
I'll give it a shot.
Nothing that was included in the message.
They happen to have a habit of not giving us very much information.
Well, the messages that are sent are intentionally brief. We don't want someone needing to write an essay when they're in trouble.
Oh, well, that's fair.
I think essays are very helpful.
They can be, if
you can't
the
write.
time is given.
My mind just immediately goes to strange phenomenon, Kraken reality that I experienced, and
Magic disappearing too.
There is a non-zero chance that it could be that. Speaking of, have you encountered anything of that sort?
I did. It happened again, but they're telling me that I was drunk.
Oh my gosh. Yes, you were. We were celebrating
don't believe
Crow's
it.
birthday.
Whatever.
What?
We were celebrating Crow's birthday, and then I took a sip of something.
It was not a sip, it was a shot.
Of Mirian Shine.
I drank something, and the next thing that I knew, I was awake in my bed the next morning. It was the same thing.
So here's where I will contest that. With the original effect, you did not move locations.
Does have a point.
That is true.
It also felt like no time had passed, correct?
Yes. In
But
both
in this
in both
case-
both instances, no time passed.
Right, but in the original instance, you recalled everything that happened. As it was happening, it just...
And you didn't black out.
There was no... I mean, it is technically possible that you did have missing memories from the first time around.
That's true.
It's difficult to know if you're forgetting something if you don't remember it. Perhaps it's a combination of whatever you were drinking and the after effects of your initial exposure.
That would make
Honestly,
sense.
it's kind of
So you're talking about more of a
time travel with alcohol.
So you're talking about the residual effect from the initial engagement of the well, I would say.
He's actually going to cast Detect Magic and see if there's anything extra
L is
going
using
on.
big words, by the way.
Yep.
The studying is working.
Yeah, Cass is actually sitting there like, why does he sound more intelligent than me? What's going on?
Yeah, natural 20. It was amazing. Uh-oh.
If someone can roll me... No, this is not a bad uh-oh. It's not a bad...
Okay.
Trying to figure out the exact...
Ryan, roll a d100.
Okay.
D20.
D20? Okay. We'll use my Mr. Natural 20.
Another?
Natural 20.
Wow!
Yeah!
You called it! Wait. It's weighted, isn't it?
Roll it. See what happens.
No.
That dice has given him a lot of net
Okay, it
ones.
only works for Ryan.
Oh, it's this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
doesn't
grabbed the other one. All right, let's see if it's real. That's
Still pretty good.
Yeah.
Cool. I know exactly what this is.
Oh.
You were rolling to see what temple.
Oh, okay.
Temple of Miranova.
Is it?
Ever Nights.
Oh boy.
Um,
I'm glad we picked this one. I'm really glad we picked this one.
well, are you ready to depart, students? Please make sure you have clothing appropriate for the rain.
One moment. And Ari
Yes.
goes to her room and gets her cloak.
Actually, if I cover up well enough, flying in the rain's kind of fun.
I
Strong
don't
winds.
have anything for the rain. I'm okay with it though.
I'd probably have an extra cloak. I'll find it. Cass will take a minute to rummage through all of his stuff to make sure that he has enough stuff for 2 people. Actually, how many cloaks does he have? He has 4. He's going to bring all 4 of them.
There you go.
Ari, I think, finds, because you don't get a lot of rain in Meyer, but I think she has, like,
You get a decent amount.
well, not Meyer,
Oh,
sorry,
in Eris? Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Very arid.
I think she has, like, these kind of fingerless gloves that help with, like, grip on, like, slippery things. I think that's something that she worked on with Musa when she was climbing stuff.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So she brings those in case there's anything, like, slippery around to help her get a better grip.
Nice.
Extra grippy shoes.
Grippies.
I'm kind of really excited for this mission.
Out of curiosity, Trey, has Ari felt her mark at all?
Not once.
Not once.
Interesting. Interessado.
Stitch.
I was gonna say Stitch joined us.
That's a good movie.
means family. And family means nobody left behind.
Standing
Fantastic.
ovation. So, what are we doing?
If you're ready to leave,
I've got my toothbrush, yes.
And here's a cloak. And Cass will give
you.
you one.
well then, shall we?
Do we need anything else?
Well, if Leia, who am I giving this to?
I will take it.
Okay.
Did you want it?
No. It's fine.
There is
Alright, you said no.
there is complete understanding as to your circumstances before, but I will say, if the flare goes off, your mission is over.
Yes. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Good. Glad we came to an understanding. Let's be off.
All right.
And he will go to his ship. You are fairly familiar with it at this point. As you exit out, you feel the metal shifting. You kind of wonder if there's possibly like joints made from protean iron involved in it.
Interesting.
Does Elle sit down this time?
He does sit down this time.
He learned.
Yeah.
He's not as terrified.
Yup.
Especially since he spent, 2 weeks now with Idris. Mm-hmm. He kind of understands his bombastic style.
Yeah.
And,
Bombastic.
Yep.
Bombastic. Ooh, very nice.
Kamina?
Wow, yeah. Is
Welcome
the
to
temple,
Bonding
literally,
Room.
on stilts over the water?
But
It's
as
sick.
you arrive, you see a large island below, but the specific location, a lot of the island, there's some scattered forest, a lot of it is fairly rocky, and there is it is early morning, it's before noon.
Okay.
In one direction, to the southeast, you can see bright, shining skies. Everything northwest is dark. The storm that you can see expands beyond what you think possible. And the scariest thing about it is that it's not scattered clouds. You've seen rainstorms when the storm came through Port Seether. It's kind of like a system that moves a lot of clouds, all carrying rain and such with it. And you can kind of see the parts of it moving. This is on such a massive scale that it is a monolith of a storm. As most of you probably for the first time, see the maelstrom.
Yeah.
Don't suppose any of you know the history of this.
I do, actually.
Please, Harry.
When Miranova died, it was here. And
Close enough.
the storm was created in her final moments.
The prevailing theory at the moment is that this storm that has persisted for over 1,000 years was created as a result of Miranova's passing. Which makes the location of this temple, as the ship comes in for a landing, and you see a relatively small chapel made out of kind of gray slate stone. It's not carved out of one piece or anything. It's honestly the further up you look in it, the newer it looks. At a glance, this building has probably been destroyed and rebuilt. And so its foundations look very old. Wood that has aged with time very clearly. The one thing other than the base foundation that looks as old is the statue that stands in front of it. And it is a familiar figure, for you especially, Caspian, of a woman. The statue maybe was once painted, but any paint has long since been stripped away by the constant rain. But it is a woman in a dress with a sword held between her hands and large dragon wings stretched out to either side. And is a statue of Miranova.
Seeing the extent of the storm, Cass reaches into his bag, pulls out the other two cloaks, hands them to the girls.
I'm set. I have my own.
Alright. Puts on his helmet, puts the cloak over.
moment too.
Let's get this over
Idris
with.
waves his hand, and you see the rain kind of just not actually touching him.
Yeah.
I need to learn that.
Wrong speciality, my boy.
Fair enough.
As Crow passes by the statue, she goes, "Twinsies."
Cass will take a moment to stop, give a bow before moving on.
As the others kind of walk ahead, Ari stands next to Idris. May I ask a personal favor of you unrelated to the mission?
You can always ask.
There is a mark on the back of my neck that allows my mentor to listen in to me on occasion. He has not activated it in some time. I was hoping you could dispel it before I
certainly.
begin. Alright, here we go. That was far more casual than I expected you to be. Okay.
Dispelling is one of the simpler aspects of magic. It's far easier to negate something than it is to create it.
Thank you. I don't know what I'm going to find here, but I don't know if I want him to be aware of it.
Good luck. Well, you know my style. And he summons the
hand.
The hand, takes a seat on it. The rain still just kind of bouncing off what appears to be some kind of invisible dome. Have fun.
Can we get inside?
Yes. Cass will knock on the door.
As you approach the door, it before you even reach it, it does open, and a go ahead.
Dragonborn, right?
Huh?
It's Dragonborn, right?
Yes. Let's see.
There's a silver one and a black one, I believe.
I mean, I'm sure there's
It's
probably
not-
more.
It's
than
not.
that.
I don't
This
think
is
it's the
not
same
that one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's in the center of the maelstrom.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've been there.
Someone roll me a
I
d6.
think Elf should.
Okay.
You're the dragon dude.
That's true. You are part dragon.
Sure.
Man.
2.
2. Okay, and a d10.
What am I rolling for?
Colors.
2.
2.
2
All
twos.
right.
2 twos.
That would be a copper dragonborn.
Oh.
Copper. Barely even know her.
Is he like green now because of all the water?
She
She.
is actually younger. It's less because of rain that causes that and more age. It's older. An older copper dragonborn would have almost green scales, but she is a bit younger, and just I presume, and she is wearing a purple hooded cloak. Her hood is currently pulled down, but I presume that you are the.
Yes, we are from Maya's Academy. Would you mind if we stepped inside?
Oh yes, certainly.
Thank you.
As she moves to let you inside, the ground begins to shake as an earthquake.
Is that normal?
That is, as she steadies herself against the door frame. That is what you are here to hopefully find out.
Lovely.
Passive perceptions?
Yeah.
Passive.
24.
13.
24.
We'll just go with what Ari tells
11.
us.
Yeah.
Ari is the only one that notices a as you hear a loud crack from the statue. And as it begins falling,
Ooh, that's a bad sign.
That's where we're going to end
No!
the session.
Dang it!
And pick up with how you want to address that next time.
Which direction is it falling?
Towards you.
Oh, good lord!
And towards the building, too.
No.
Oh my.
With the group power of our friendship, we can stop it. Yeah.
Sure.
But thank you all once again for joining us. A bit of a shorter episode.
An hour right there.
Yeah.
Just barely.
Yeah.
Like an hour and
But
10 minutes.
yeah. It's a nice little setup. That we can return with next time. But thank you all for joining us, and we will see you then. Good night.
Bye.